welcome back to another episode of Heat Signature, and as you can see, we're not in the best of sorts. Well, that is, the character, who's not even my character, but is just some guy, isn't in the best of sorts, and also he passed out. So, he's gonna die. But luckily we can fast forward, and then we don't have to wait the entire 30 seconds to see him die. We can do whatever 30 seconds to sped up 6x's. So, a lot less painful for us. Although he was passed out so he wasn't feeling any pain either. Anyways, that was a defector mission that we failed. So, defector missions you do and you get stuff. It's that's how they work. So, once you liberate planets, you can defect. You can play defectors who want to, want to give you things. But yeah, we're not going to try that again. Basically, that mission you start without a pod, and it's not very nice. But anyways, so I'm recording narration for this right now because I accidentally deleted the narration I recorded when I was playing, which is upsetting because after this I'll still have like 2 hours and 10 minutes left. So I have to do narration for all of that. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'll just have to get through it. So this is the Bloodless class, which I think at this point I'd only just unlocked. Which basically they don't want you to kill anyone. That steals some prototype. But I'm pretty sure I probably chose a Bloodless class one. Probably. Those guys have swords, those guys have guns. Pretty easy, all things considered. Deal with those guys. Am I going to accept? Yes, I am. Cool. So, yeah. Go back into our pod, fly off to the ship. I don't really mind having to re-record the narration too much. It kind of sucks, but I don't mind it too badly. Like, it kind of it's kind of sucks because I like to have what I'm trying to do with videos is make them, because like all my normal mode No Man's Sky videos, those I put a lot of editing into them, but I'm trying to get to the point with my videos where I can pretty much make them, chop them up in little pieces, like chop the session up into like 20-minute chunks or so, and then just get it up real quickly. So then having to go back to, doing a lot more editing work is pretty annoying. But I don't really mind, mainly, especially because, the channel is doing kind of well right now, and I say well, as, well for me, it's doing good for me. My total views, some people would get in like 10 seconds on a video, but I mean the rate that I'm getting views is going up, like the amount of time, the percentage of when people, or I guess the audience retention is going up, which is like the average percentage of videos people watch. So that's pretty cool. So I don't mind putting the work in for it. It's okay. You just might hear me complain about it a little bit, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, can't use a long blade because it is a blood. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but just not supposed to. So grab that and grab the concussion gun. And what kind of mission was this again? It was a rescue mission. So pretty cool. I'm just seeing what I'm doing because I don't remember what I did. This was like 2 whole days ago. You think I remember what I did? No, I don't. No idea. So oh, that guy saw me. Getting people to see you though is a pretty good tactic. Why did I deselect a long blade? That was weird. It's a pretty good tactic, not the long blade, the wrench. Why did I deselect that? But getting people to see is a pretty good tactic to draw them out, because I could have killed them. Well, not killed them, but I could have knocked them out while they were up there. But I knocked him out down there for some reason. But yeah, picked that guy up, probably brought him back to the pod. Bringing people back to the pod is like my favorite thing to do. I don't know, it's really fun. Because you can drop that guy off on like some other ship, and he's just gonna wake up on some enemy ship, which would be pretty scary. Or you could drop him off on like another sovereign ship, do whatever you want, I guess. But that guy, take him out. Just a gun makes things way too easy. I don't remember. Can they go through locked doors? And I say I don't remember. What I mean is I don't know at all. I don't know if the AI will actually ever go through a locked door, if they have the ability to unlock it. If they did, you could totally like tailgate them through using some kind of stealth or just sneaking behind them. Get some ammo, why not? Don't have a gun, but ammo is always nice. I have the concussive gun, but that has its own ammo. That doesn't. You can't pick up ammo for it. This is something too that's kind of, and this is part of the reason, those normal mode, those No Man's Sky normal mode videos take so long to edit the way I was doing them, and why I wanted to change that. But like when you see that where it's like all pause, am I doing something? Well, I was doing something, when I was playing. I was probably talking about it, but I don't know what I was saying, right? So I can't just like re-say it. But I was probably like discussing whatever strategy I had, but I don't know what my strategy was. I don't remember. Like I can kind of guess, but I don't remember exactly what I did. Looks like I'm just gonna swap one of them out. It looks like what it might be. I don't know why I didn't just go in there, shoot one guy, wrench the other guy, or maybe I do that. I don't. Oh, okay, I see. I see what I did. But Alright, I remember, because the guy, I got bored of waiting for him to go investigate the wrench, so I just did that, which apparently let them know there was an intruder in the place. So, but at least no alarm got set off. But yeah, so like with the No Man's Sky videos, like the thing that happens if I'm in a menu or something. Oh, so he just went through a locked door, but he does have the key, so that's probably why. I think guys without the key wouldn't be able to do that. But he also, I think he had a level 3 key. Yeah, he had a level 3 key, so there's no reason to even get that level 2. But like if I'm in a menu or something in No Man's Sky and I'm fiddling around in the menu, like if I'm doing narration live, I can like talk about that and like, I know what I'm doing at the time, so I can talk about what I'm doing, but like to try to do that after the fact, it's not as good. And plus when I edited that, I'd like try to get rid of like anything that was like remotely, like that was dumb. Anything that took any amount of time, so like if I was mining, I would always cut like that out, which I'm saying in, I would in past tense. I still have some of that left in backlog that I'll have to complete, but once I do, then I'll be able to, if I do, there, I finally selected the wrench. If I do more No Man's Sky normal mode, which I think I will, I'll be able to do it better so that there won't really be so much editing on it. But like for one thing, recording narration live, which is what I'm trying to do, because like with that I was doing all the narration after the fact, but I'm trying to, with everything I'm doing, now I'm trying to do it live. Like ever since I think where I really started doing it was when I started the No Man's Sky permadeath. That was sort of the series that I started, where I started doing everything live, and then everything new I'm doing, like all the gunpoint videos, all the other games I try, which is namely Duike. I think it's Duike, because I did a video of Find You, which is like a small indie game that's free, null vector, that's free for now. So if it looks cool, pick it up, because you'll probably have to pay for it in the future. Obviously this game. So I don't remember if I did anything else, but besides that, in terms of other games that aren't No Man's Sky. But the point is, like every video, like it was that permadeath series. That was the first one where I really started doing that in every video since. I'm just trying to do live narration, which I'm not doing now, obviously, because I did do live narration, but I accidentally deleted it, and which is antagonizing. But I only have myself to blame. So, and whatever. I guess I get to watch through my gameplay again. Was I gonna throw the wrench out the window? That would have been dumb. Hope not. I don't know what I'm doing there. Pick that guy up, let's carry him to our pod. Or just drop him immediately. Keep dropping him. Why not? Just drop him over and over. I think there's a fair chance I was going to blow him out the window, but then I decided against it. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I assume happened. Clumsily making our way through the ship. I think those are supposed to be red carpets, by the way. In fact, yeah, I'm 99% sure they are. But they kind of remind me, like, this entire ship reminds me a little bit of, like, blood vessels and such. Like, kind of reminds me of the Crimson from Terraria. But they're meant to be blood vessels. So, just unconscious dudes chilling in my ship, who cares? Like, you know, it's no big deal. Whatever. And now we get to fly to the station. Part of the reason I didn't like fast forward, because you can hold F to fast forward and go faster. I mean, you know, speed up time, as it were. But part of the reason I didn't do that is because I was keeping an eye out for the everything gun, and didn't want to accidentally fly past that. So, you know, that's also the reason, like, why I'm really zoomed in sometimes when I'm traveling, is because I really do want to make sure I see the everything gun. But I mean, you know, after I found it, then, you know, I mean, then I could start fast forwarding because I had it. So just trying to line up. I'm much better with lining up these stations now, I promise. But even the AI, when you set ships to autopilot, even they have trouble doing it. So, which you can do with the big ships, not your pod, but the big ships, you can you know, set a course to the nearest friendly station. Even they have trouble. So Bloodless, there's an achievement. I was trying to get it, like, this entire session, I was trying to get as many achievements as I could. So that's one right there. I have a lot of guns in the stash, which is kind of useless. Probably only need 2, or 1 quick fire / automatic, which is probably better. If you can get, like, an automatic quick fire, or sorry, an automatic or quick fire silent shotgun, that's probably the best gun you can get. It's probably the best combination you can get. But yeah, don't have any of those at this point. The gun I have in, like, where I've ended off in the next session I've played after this, which I won't be able to upload until I finish going through all these, which is too bad because I do actually still have the audio for that, so it'd be pretty easy to get that up. But it's so overpowered, the gun I have, it's ridiculous. But I won't spoil what it is, you can wait and see what it is, but that'll be many videos in. So I have a pretty good kit here. Like, got the key cloner, the recharger one, I got the swapper, subverter, is pretty useful. Slipstream can be very useful. Like, it's not useful, there's a lot of times when you won't use a slipstream, but when you use it, like when you have to use it, it's really, really useful. Miscellaneous shop. Don't buy anything anyways, I think, but whatever. I think here I was trying to sort out some of the items I would need to get certain achievements, but I'm not sure. If I buy that Sidewinder, then that's definitely what I was doing. But like I said, I'm not sure. Probably the long-range Sidewinder is a much better deal than the regular one, because it's only 1 asset more, which is the money in this is asset for some reason. And well, there's a reason they talk about it at the beginning of the game a little bit, or no, they don't. I think they talk. I think you have to talk to Breaker or whatever his name is to find out about it. Yeah, like a quick-fire quiet gun would be really good, because then you could carry the one. Because the problem with the gun is it takes a while to there's a certain amount of time between shots. Quick-fire, much less time. Quiet makes it obviously quieter. So. 2 hard bloodless, and this was annoying me a lot, that there was only hard missions. That was kind of not, I wasn't having, and plus that there were hard bloodless missions. That was making me upset. Because I wanted, like, that's just, I don't know. That's a lot to have to deal with, like, you know what I mean? Like even one of those you saw, there's guards that always have their shields up, so you have to be prepared for that, and that's pretty annoying. So yeah, those guys, those bosses, they always have a shield, and that's, you know, I mean, that's annoying. You know, you have to blow them out the airlock, or else you have to glitch trap them out, or else you need a crash beam or a subverter. I hate those guys so much. Like the shield, if you watch this, there's never going to be a point where I'm not going to complain about the shield, because it is, whether you have it or whether the enemy has it, it is the most OP thing ever of all time. Like, I hate it with a passion. You know, I hate it so much. You know, those guys with the green circles, they can glitch dash, which I'm not a huge, like, at least that's a bit more fair, but I'm not a huge fan of the the glitch dash guards either, truth be told. But hopefully, because I don't remember what happened. Like, for all I know, this character gets killed on this mission. Hope that's not what happens. But I don't remember what happens at all. So fingers crossed that I made it out alive. But yeah, just, you know, kind of going through space, real slow, but also really fast. Like, you know, it's just a long distance to get to this thing. At least it's not a time limit. Some of the ships are already headed to a space station, and it's, you know, and that time limit starts as soon as you start the mission. So, like, if you decide to hang out in the space station for some reason after you started, yeah, no, you're running down your time limit. Just gonna dock. That's not how you dock. You're not supposed to bounce first. Oh, I chose this mission. That was stupid of me. Cause that guy with the shield, he's always. Hey, you see that guy glitch dashed, but it worked out pretty poorly for him. Cause now he's knocked out. But it also worked out poorly for me because now these guys are all here, and there's, like, you know, they know they're heading to a station. But I did have a subverter, so, you know, that would have helped out if I used it, which I don't know if I did. But see here, it's paused. Like, I was doing obviously some kind of planning, but I don't know what planning I was doing. You know, like, I can't. You know, if I was recording this live, then I would be able to say, okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna, you know, first I'm gonna run in there, concussive gun one guy, wrench the other guy, subvert the guy with the shield, and then no one will be able to hurt me. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure those are. You got like 72 somethings and 4 something. I have no idea what those are. Oh, you know what? I think at least the 72 is ammo. And I don't know what the 4 is. Threw my wrench at him for some reason. He concussed me. There were just wrenches all over that place. Got thrown out the airlock. Looks like a wrench made it through the airlock too. You know, it kind of makes sense, like, once they throw it out the airlock, to, like, sort of go on, like, to disable the alarm. Because as far as they know, the threat's neutralized. But then, you know, maybe if you come back, then the alarm stays on permanently, because then they know you can come back. Maybe that could be something that makes sense. So here I know there what I'm doing. Like, oh, it's obvious. I'm trying to figure out the best path to the captain in 27 seconds. And this is somewhere where having a slipstream does really help, because that's going to increase those 27 seconds. You know. But yeah, it's mainly that shield guard probably that was messing me around. But at least I think there's not as many shield guards on this ship. I'm sure shield guards are going to be a lot easier once I unlock more stations to get, like, you know, to be able to buy the kind of kit to take them down. It's just having to find the kit to deal with them is pretty annoying. Picked up some acid, why not? So I do like this whole thing where you have, like, the alarm, the time limit, where you have a certain amount of time to make it to the captain, or else you're done. At any time, hold shift and move the mouse to pen. Well, I wish I knew that. I didn't know that. A lot of these things you have to learn as you go, and that was one of the things that was annoying me, is you couldn't move the camera, I thought, but I guess you can. So yeah, that's pretty cool to learn. Anyways, just walk past that guy, I guess. 18 seconds of capture, 17. Little terminal, why not? There's the captain.